The South Korean government-owned mining company Kores are again attempting to build one of the largest longwall coal mines beneath the water catchment valleys of the Central Coast. These valleys are the major drinking water resource for over 300,000 people. The Australian Coal Alliance, the group that's been fighting this for several years, and we did win 2 years ago, and the O'Farrell government then promised to put legislation in place to protect the water catchment, and who has failed to do so has put the community once again in a tenuous position. Professor Philip Pells, who is one of the foremost experts on water in the country, has been able to prove that a longwall coal mine beneath the water catchment will destroy the drinking water resource. Professor Pells was engaged by Wyong Council, Gosford Council and the Joint Water Authority for the last Kores submission and proved beyond any doubt what would happen to our drinking water. He has been engaged again by the Joint Water Authority and both councils. He has also been engaged by the Australian Coal Alliance to do the water section on their submission to the current EIS, Environmental Impact Statement, that has been lodged by the mining company. But in addition to the water, 245 homes will be directly impacted by subsidence within the mine plan area. They will subside anywhere from 1 metre to 2 metres, which is unacceptable. Gillaby Road, the main artery into the valley, Dixon Road, the other main artery into the valley, and Smiths and Durham Road have been predicted to subside 1.75 metres. In an area that floods when there's heavy rainfall, it's going to isolate the community of the Duralong Valley, but it's also going to come at an enormous cost at the repairs to roads on a continual basis. In addition to that, 755 rural outbuildings and 420 dams will be impacted by subsidence, and many farms subsided by up to 1.6 metres. Yet the mining company continues to say there will be no impact except on the land owned by them at Buttonbury and Tooheys Road where their mining facilities are, which is in direct contradiction to what they say in their own documentation. They've also admitted in their current environmental impact statement that the mine will cause deaths. On a conservative figure, they say on the worst day that 1 in 100,000 people may die. Nobody should be allowed to go into a project on the basis that there will be human fatalities. Maybe that's acceptable in Southeast Asia, people being collateral damage, but it's not acceptable here in Australia. What is the government, what are the authorities then going to say if the mine were to proceed to those families that lose a loved one? Congratulations, your family members just won the unlucky Central Coast Lottery. They've drawn the black ball of death from Kores. We cannot do that. They cannot do it. And it's time that Mr O'Farrell stood up and honoured his commitment to the Central Coast residents when he said the next Liberal national government will not allow mining to occur here. No ifs, no buts, a guarantee. He's got to stop demonstrating all the hallmarks of a crummy politician, take a big long think about what he committed to on the Central Coast, the fact that he ran an election campaign on the back of the coal mine, he wore the WaterNotCoal t-shirt along with all the other candidates and ran around the district telling people you can trust the Liberals, there will be no coal mine. He committed himself in writing, not once but 3 times. But everybody now has to stand up and let the government know that this is unacceptable. Maintain the rage, maintain it vehemently so that the government gets the message and this mine is stopped once and for all.